Sorry we're late. Christine was slow, so we're late.
All right, we'll continue on with our availability. We welcome Jimmie Johnson, driver of the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet, our current points leader with 3 wins so far this season. Jimmie, obviously a big week for you after taking over the points lead in Watkins Glen, and you launched a new website that was announced today. So big week for you. Talk a little bit about being in Michigan this weekend.
Yeah, definitely a great week for us. Things closed up a lot in the points over the last 2-3 weeks, and to be able to leave the Glen with the points lead is something that I really wanted to do. I think it's great for myself, for the team, to be in this position and to feel the pressure that comes with leading the points. In years past, I think we've learned a lot from it, and I've entered the chase better prepared from leading the points late in the season. So excited about where we're at. Excited for all the tracks on the schedule, to be honest with you. I think we're going to be very strong. And, you mentioned the launch of my website. We worked really hard to focus on the fan experience and to really combine the social involvement I have and create a reason for fans to continue to come back to my website, daily, each week. There's a cool component on race day where it's kind of a hub for fans to interact and spend time. There are other things that exist within the site that are solely fan-focused as well. So a great place for race fans in general, and especially for the 48 fans. And looking forward to the feedback and everybody's involvement on the site.
All right, we'll take questions for Jimmie. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start with Reed, then come over to Terry and Bob.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Jimmie, why is there pressure involved in leading the points now, given that everything's re-racked in 4 races?
There's just, it's not the same pressure as the chase, but a points leader's a points leader. When you look at all the events we've had and what's going on, there's a lot of prestige involved with it, and it means you're running well. Leading the points is leading the points, in my opinion. So we're again glad to be there, and hopefully it can stay on top and ideally pull away and continue to gain more points than anyone else and just be in that rhythm and mindset entering the chase.
Okay, we'll take our next question right here from Terry.
Terry Blunt, ESPN.com. Jimmie, as it stands now, you would probably go into the chase as the favorite, but people are wondering, if your teammate and your shop mate now, Dale Earnhardt Jr., is a legitimate title contender. Do you see him as someone that could beat you for the title in the chase this year?
I do. I think that, in the chase, you clearly need to win races. Tony, last year, what he did, you got to win, half the races to win the championship. So I think at the end of the day, yes, you need to be consistent. Yes, you need to be earning points, but you need to be winning races. I have 3, and I'm tied with a couple other guys that have 3. Junior has 1, so it's not that we're, light years different in the win category. So, yeah, absolutely. And I think that what I have seen with Steve and Junior and how consistent they've been and laps they've led, they're real close to being on a hot streak of victories. So, that, yes, absolutely, he's a threat. And then when I look at the chase, in last year's chase, I want to take everyone seriously. Tony was, at this point of the year, really frustrated, and I think at Richmond, or somewhere near Richmond, said he would have been wasting a spot in the chase, and there we were crowning him as champ, so I don't want to count anybody out.
Okay, we'll take Bob, Wolfgang, and then Monty.
Bob Packer, Sporting News. This is one of the tracks that you haven't won at. When you come here, does it really stand out to you that you haven't won here, or do you come here and say, well, I'm just a fuel mileage decision here or there away from winning here? Yeah,
this one I look back on and think of, I think there's 2 or 3 that got away from us, and know that I have the ability to win here, know that I'm competitive here. Before I'd won at Bristol, I'd look at Bristol and be like, man, I'm never going to win there, or Sears Point. I just wasn't in the running or ever close to winning a race. So it's a different mindset when I come here. I'm highly motivated. I do know that it's one of the 5 tracks I haven't won at, but I feel like it's a track that I have a great opportunity to win at, unlike some of the other ones that I've been able to clear that hurdle on.
Okay, we'll take our next question. Go ahead, Wolfgang. And again, we're not going to get to all the questions just to stay on schedule. Go ahead, Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Munzer from Germany, Ranchburg Press Agency. Jimmie, a question to your website. I just was reading the media release And you were quoted to say that you want to give information to fans what happened off and on the track. Don't you think there is maybe a risk when you're giving too much information, it can be misused? You never know who will read your page.
Well, I think when I decided to be involved in social media, that really opened that door, and I've had a great experience with all the social outlets, and the site really encompasses that and is an extension of that. So I don't think it's anything more than what I'm doing already. So that was my fear all along, though, in joining Twitter to start with, and I've had a Facebook page, but it was operated by my office, and it still is now. I post on there, from time to time, but my direct engagement was delayed, and I was very slow to get on board due to that. But I've really enjoyed the experience.
Go ahead with our next question. We'll take from Monty.
Money doesn't, Justin just said. It's very unusual for you to be in first place in the points right now. Is there anything wrong with the regular season championship that, $1 million bonus wouldn't fix?
I've always felt like we should have something. It is a huge accomplishment to win the regular season points championship. I don't even think you get a sticker for it or anything. So I feel like it would be nice. Sure, the monetary side would be amazing, but we'd all be happy with a little $5 trophy, that you won the regular season championship. So T-shirt would be nice, anything. So I'm up for that. Even, you could work up an argument there's some type of bonus points that could be awarded to the regular season champion that carries over, or something in the seeding process, or pit road pick. I don't know. You could dream up something there that would be nice for the champion.
Okay. Again, apologize. We weren't able to get to all the questions for Jimmie, but to stay on schedule, we need to cut it short right now. Jimmie, thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.